What if the real reason so many people lose confidence in their bodies after 60 isn't age itself, but the advice they've been given? Think about that for a moment. For decades, you may have heard phrases like, "It's normal to slow down," or "Falls just happen as you get older." Maybe someone said, "Stiffness is inevitable," or "Your independence naturally fades with time." These statements seep into our thinking until we begin to accept them as facts. And when belief becomes fact in your mind, it subtly changes how you move, often without even realizing it. But what if that story is incomplete? What if the problem isn't your body failing, but that no one ever showed you how to train it correctly for this stage of life? Here's something many people over 60 quietly experience, but rarely talk about. It's not just the fear of falling, it's the loss of trust in your own body. That split second of doubt when you step off a curb, that hesitation before carrying groceries, that moment when you reach for a railing instead of trusting your legs. Over time, those small moments add up. You start avoiding stairs, you sit more, you move less. Not because you're lazy, but because your brain is trying to protect you. That protection, however, often backfires. Less movement leads to less strength. Less strength leads to poorer balance. Poorer balance increases fall risk. Suddenly, independence feels fragile. Here's the encouraging part. Research suggests that the body remains remarkably adaptable well into later decades. Muscles can respond, balance systems can improve, coordination can sharpen, confidence can return, not through extreme workouts, not through exhausting routines, and certainly not through risky movements. Instead, through simple, targeted strength and balance exercises designed specifically for how the body changes after 60. Exercises that look almost too easy at first glance. Exercises that quietly rebuild the exact systems that prevent falls. And today, that's exactly what we're going to explore. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 simple, science-based exercises that help reduce fall risk and support independence after 60. These are movements often used by professionals who work with older adults, but adapted here so you can understand not just how to do them, but why they matter. We'll move slowly, we'll keep everything clear, and we'll focus on building confidence, not pushing limits. Before we continue, an important note: consult your healthcare provider before starting new exercises or routines. Stop if pain, dizziness, or discomfort occurs. Use support if needed. Safety is the foundation of everything we'll discuss. Let's explore why so much common advice fails people over 60. Mainstream fitness guidance is built for younger bodies, faster reflexes, stronger joints, quicker recovery. Applying that same advice later in life often misses the mark. Some routines focus exclusively on strength but neglect balance. Others emphasize balance without building the muscles needed to support it. Some are overly complex, making movements hard to remember. And some are too intense, increasing injury risk. Experts observe that fall prevention works best when strength and balance are trained together in simple, repeatable ways that mirror real life. Standing up, shifting weight, stabilizing on one leg, controlling slow movements. These aren't gym skills, they're life skills. Practiced consistently, they improve steadiness, posture, walking, and confidence in everyday tasks. Another important point: time. You don't need long workouts or daily exhaustion. Often, just a few focused minutes, done consistently, can produce meaningful improvements. These exercises target the nervous system as much as the muscles. Your brain is constantly learning how to keep you upright. The right exercises simply remind it how. Before we reveal the exercises in today's countdown, understand this key concept. Balance is not just about your legs. It's a conversation between your feet, muscles, inner ear, eyes, and brain. When one part weakens or becomes less practiced, the whole system suffers. These exercises gently reconnect that conversation. And the final exercise in our countdown, the one we'll save for last, is often the most overlooked, yet it plays a major role in preventing sideways and backward falls, which are among the most dangerous. Before we begin, consider sharing your age and where you're watching from in the comments. You're not alone. A community of people striving for strength and independence is just a few words away. Exercise number 3, sit to stand. At first glance, standing up from a chair looks simple, almost automatic. You might even think, I do this dozens of times a day, no problem. But the truth is, sit to stand is one of the most demanding balance and strength tasks your body performs every single day. It combines leg strength, hip stability, core engagement, coordination, balance, and timing, all in one smooth motion. And for people over 60, it can become deceptively challenging without even realizing it. Difficulty with this movement is strongly linked to full risk and reduced independence. If you struggle to rise from a low chair, you may also struggle with other everyday transitions, getting in and out of the car, standing from the toilet, or moving from the couch to a standing position. Each hesitation or imbalance adds a subtle layer of anxiety over time, shaping how confidently you move through life. After age 60, muscles in the thighs, hips, and glutes often weaken first. As this happens, you may find yourself leaning on your hands more, rocking forward to compensate, or avoiding chairs that feel too low. This exercise retrains that movement pattern, rebuilding strength, improving timing, and restoring trust in your legs. Why it matters. When you can stand up smoothly and sit down with control, you're not just exercising, you're practicing life skills. Smooth sit-to-stand movements improve confidence, reduce fall risk, and allow you to manage toilets, chairs, beds, and cars safely. How to do it? 1. Choose a sturdy chair, preferably without wheels, and place it against a wall for extra stability. 2. Sit tall, feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Let your knees align roughly over your ankles. 3. Cross your arms over your chest if comfortable. Otherwise, rest them lightly on the chair's sides for support. 4. Take a slow, deep breath. Lean slightly forward at the hips. Feel your weight shift toward your heels. 5. Press through your heels and rise at a controlled pace. Pause at the top, feeling your balance. 6. Slowly lower yourself back down, as if gently sinking into the chair. Control the descent. This is just as important as standing up. Common mistakes. Rushing the movement or collapsing into the chair. Letting the knees cave inward. Pushing too hard with hands instead of using leg muscles. Focus on maintaining upright posture, knees tracking forward, and smooth, deliberate motion. Start with 5 repetitions, rest, then repeat if comfortable. Variations. Easier. Use a higher chair or lightly rest hands on the chair for support. Harder. Slow the movement further. Pause halfway down or hold your standing position for a few seconds to challenge stability. Unexpected benefits. Many people notice improved confidence on stairs and smoother transitions in daily life, even outside the exercise session. Exercise number 2, heel-to-toe weight shifts. This exercise may look deceptively simple, but it is a subtle powerhouse for retraining your body's awareness in space. Experts note that as we age, the connection between your feet and brain can decline, leading to shuffling steps, shorter strides, and unsteadiness. Heel-to-toe weight shifts help restore that connection, retraining balance and movement patterns safely. Why it matters. Most falls occur during shifts of weight, stepping forward, turning, or reaching. By practicing this controlled motion, you're training your body to adjust and respond to these everyday scenarios. How to do it. 1. Stand near a sturdy counter or chair for light support. 2. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching the toes of the back foot like walking on a tightrope. 3. Shift your weight slowly forward, feeling pressure through the front foot. Pause, breathe. 4. Shift your weight back to the rear foot. Move deliberately, like moving through water. 5. Continue for 30 seconds, then switch feet. Common mistakes. Locking the knees, which reduces shock absorption and stability. Moving too fast, which decreases sensory feedback and increases fall risk. Variations. Easier, widen your stance slightly for more stability. Harder, reduce hand support, close one eye safely, or increase duration. Unexpected benefits. Many people report improved confidence when walking on uneven surfaces, stepping over small obstacles, or navigating crowded spaces. Exercise number 1, single leg stance with support. This exercise is often the most underestimated of the 3, yet it's truly foundational for every step you take. Think about it. Every time you walk, your body is balancing on a single leg, even if only for a split second. That brief moment of single leg support is where the challenge to your balance is greatest. After age 60, this split-second phase can become rushed, unstable, or accompanied by hesitation simply because the stabilizing muscles around the hips, knees, and ankles have lost some strength, and the nervous system's coordination may have slowed slightly. Practicing single-leg stance strengthens those critical stabilizing muscles, improves reflexes, and gradually rebuilds confidence in your balance. Beyond the physical benefits, this exercise also retrains your brain to trust your body again, an essential step for moving through daily life with confidence and independence. You might think, I already stand on one leg all the time. When I walk, I'm balancing on one leg naturally. That's true, but there's a difference between the unconscious act of walking and the deliberate, mindful practice of balance. During walking, your body reacts automatically. In single-leg stance, you give your body the chance to train those micro-adjustments consciously. You allow the muscles to strengthen, the joints to stabilize, and the brain to refine its coordination. This exercise also helps prevent sideways or backward falls, which tend to be the most dangerous. By practicing controlled balance in a safe environment, you develop a body that can respond to unexpected shifts in terrain or sudden perturbations, like stepping off a curb, navigating a thick carpet, or reaching for an item on a high shelf. Over time, what once felt precarious becomes smooth and automatic. How to do it, step by step. 1. Stand near support. Position yourself beside a counter, kitchen sink, or sturdy table. Your hand can lightly touch the surface for safety, but avoid leaning heavily on it. The goal is to challenge your balance gently. 2. Lift one foot. Slowly raise one foot just an inch or two off the floor. You don't need to lift high. The focus is on engaging your standing leg's stabilizing muscles, your ankle, calf, thigh, and hip. Notice how your weight shifts and how your body subtly adjusts to maintain balance. 3. Find your posture. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed, and gaze forward. Engage your core lightly. Keep breathing steadily, allowing your body to wobble naturally. Wobbling is not a failure, it's feedback. Every tiny adjustment your muscles make is training your balance system. 4. Hold the position. Aim for about 10 seconds per side. If that feels challenging, start with 5 seconds and gradually increase as your confidence grows. Focus on smooth, steady breathing and the subtle sensation of muscles firing to stabilize your body. 5. Switch sides. Lower your lifted foot slowly, pause for a breath, and repeat on the other side. Notice which leg feels stronger, which requires more attention, and where your balance shifts most. This awareness itself is a form of progress. Common mistakes to avoid. Gripping the support surface too tightly. This reduces the challenge and limits muscle engagement. Your hand should provide reassurance, not weight-bearing support. Holding your breath. Breathing keeps muscles oxygenated and prevents tension from affecting balance. Locking your standing knee. Keep a gentle bend in the knee to allow micro-adjustments and shock absorption. Rushing the movement. Take your time to feel each shift in balance. Slow, mindful practice builds coordination and confidence more effectively than rapid repetitions. Variations for progression. Easier. Keep the toes of the lifted foot lightly touching the floor for extra stability. This is ideal for beginners or anyone returning after an injury. Moderate. Lift the foot fully off the ground while maintaining a steady hold. Gradually increase the hold time to 15-20 seconds as strength improves. Harder. Reduce hand support or extend the hold to 30 seconds. For an extra challenge, add gentle upper body movements like slowly reaching your arms to the sides or lifting your arms overhead. This simulates real-life scenarios where balance is tested while performing other tasks. While the primary goal is improving balance and stability, many people notice additional benefits. Posture improvement. Practicing upright alignment strengthens postural muscles and encourages natural spinal alignment. Core engagement. Subtle core activation occurs automatically as your body stabilizes, improving overall strength and movement efficiency. Improved gait and walking confidence. With stronger stabilizing muscles, steps become smoother, strides longer, and hesitation decreases. Mental confidence. Each successful hold reinforces your brain's trust in your body. That confidence spills over into daily activities, making stairs, uneven surfaces, and simple household movements feel less risky. The true power of these exercises isn't just in isolated practice sessions. It comes from weaving them seamlessly into the flow of your everyday life. When balance and strength work becomes a natural part of your routine, your body and brain start reinforcing each other throughout the day, turning ordinary moments into meaningful opportunities for growth. Think about sit to stand. Every time you rise from a chair, at breakfast from a cozy living room seat, or even a low couch, you can use that moment as practice. Before standing, take a breath and notice how your feet are planted on the floor. Feel the weight of your body, how it shifts slightly forward onto your heels. Rise slowly, engage your core, and control the movement all the way down. By practicing this micro movement dozens of times a day, you're subtly strengthening your thighs, hips, and glutes, while also training your nervous system to coordinate balance. Over weeks, what used to feel like a simple getting up motion transforms into a smooth, confident, and safe transition. Heel-to-toe weight shifts are equally versatile. You don't need to dedicate a block of time to practice. Try them while waiting in line at the store, standing at the kitchen counter, or brushing your teeth. Place one foot in front of the other, shift your weight slowly, feel the subtle pressures in the soles of your feet, and let your body adjust gently. These short, intentional moments of practice retrain your body's spatial awareness, improving your ability to step forward, turn, and navigate uneven surfaces with less hesitation. Over time, you may notice your walking becomes steadier, and navigating crowded or unfamiliar spaces feels less intimidating. Single leg stance can also be embedded naturally. While tidying up your home, preparing a meal, or even just standing briefly in the kitchen, lift one foot slightly off the floor and hold your balance. Focus on gentle wobbling as feedback, your body learning how to stabilize. These brief holds train your stabilizing muscles around the hips, knees, and ankles, and over time, they improve posture and overall confidence in every movement. Even 10 seconds a few times a day accumulates into tangible improvements in strength and balance. The beauty of embedding these exercises into daily life is that they don't feel like extra work. You aren't adding long sessions to your schedule. You're simply turning ordinary movements into opportunities for practice and growth. And the benefits extend beyond the physical. Each repetition sends a quiet but powerful message to your brain. I am capable. I am safe. The hesitation that might once have crept into your steps diminishes. Your stride grows more confident. Your movements feel smoother, and everyday life becomes less stressful and more fluid. Visualize yourself 6 months from now. Picture stepping confidently up a flight of stairs without gripping the railing tightly, walking along a sidewalk without worry, standing tall, moving freely, and carrying groceries or household items without second-guessing your balance. That progress doesn't come from extremes or exhaustive workouts. It comes from steady, deliberate, consistent practice. Each small repetition, repeated thoughtfully, compounds into meaningful change. To make this practice tangible, here's an example of how you could structure your week with these 3 exercises while still leaving room for flexibility. Monday, sit to stand. Perform 2 sets of 5 repetitions, ideally at a time when you will naturally rise from a chair, like breakfast or after reading. Focus on control and alignment rather than speed. Pause for a breath at the top. Feel the stability in your legs, then lower slowly. Wednesday, heel to toe. Weight shifts. Practice for 30 to 60 seconds per foot. Stand near a counter or chair for support. Shift your weight slowly and notice the subtle pressure through your feet. Feel how your body balances itself naturally. Over time, reduce hand support to challenge your balance gently. Friday, single leg stance. Hold for 10-20 seconds per side. Lift one foot slightly, engage your core, and allow gentle wobbling. As you gain confidence, extend the hold, reduce support, or even move your arms lightly to simulate real-life balance demands. To continue progressing safely, add mini challenges gradually. Pause halfway during sit to stand, slow heel to toe shifts, extend single leg stance. Ensure safety is always your priority. Keep nearby support available and avoid rushing any movements. Pay attention to feedback from your body. Small wobbles, slight fatigue, or muscle awareness are signals that your body is adapting, not signs of failure. Consistency is more important than intensity. Even a few minutes per exercise per day accumulates into significant improvements over weeks and months. Your nervous system adapts, your muscles grow stronger, and your confidence builds quietly but steadily. Over time, these exercises stop being practice and become natural patterns embedded into your daily life, patterns that protect your independence, reduce fall risk, and let you move with freedom and assurance.